Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove express recovery from their credit report. And actually, in many cases, without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing exactly what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that express recovery or actually any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And in those situations, we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can absolutely help with that too. Just give us a call today. Our number is in the description, so you can find that easily. So what I want to do in this video is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for debt with express recovery? Now, I put this one at the top of the list because honestly, we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And truly, it makes sense. Few people are actually taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, the answer is, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So no need to worry about that whatsoever. Also, the amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You can refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get any jail time. So the question is, who is Express Recovery? Why are they on your credit report? So they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency, and they buy debts, unpaid accounts, like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? For example, let's imagine for a moment that for whatever reason, you have an unpaid card with Capital One and it's $1,000. Express Recovery could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money, is the bottom line. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy that they use to get you to pay. However, the problem with that is that, and again, a lot of people don't know this, is that paying a debt on your credit report does not actually remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. Now, in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. But in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, or you may be getting called a lot. They may even be calling your family members and colleagues. And I want to say that if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you again may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another situation you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Okay. Next question here is, should you negotiate a settlement with Express Recovery? Yeah, this is a little tricky because honestly, settling your debt with Express Recovery depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. And the reason is because, as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts can be removed. And this is really a win-win, right? You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't ultimately help your score, and that negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. which goes into the next question. How do you remove express recovery from your credit report? So it works like this. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do this is a bit more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared to spend weeks, maybe months, really learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it's done properly the first time, and you can save yourself that extra time. And we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with express recovery accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them, and we'll be happy to take care of it for you as well if you prefer. Next question here is, how can you get Express Recovery to stop calling you? Like I mentioned before, Express Recovery will be calling you as an attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which means the only reason they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Express Recoveries try suing or garnishing my wages? So I'll say this, Express Recovery suing is unlikely. I'll be honest, it can happen, it does happen, but really in our experience, it's rare. There are a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Express Recovery? So simply, you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Express Recovery has purchased. Express Recovery is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now, these acts can seem very complicated, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. Give us a call today and we can discuss your options. Our number, once again, is in the description area below. And with that, thank you so much for watching.